Magic is the report that flows from Aetherius into Mundus by the way of sun and stars. So I could say that Thalmor served my connection to Aetherius. Riverwood, huh? Let me do something.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
I need to take his lantern. I will carry a lantern.
Let's get going then.
Okay. The lantern. Let's make it number 9. Where is it? There it is. What? The other lantern. Okay, let's learn a little bit about our several mods. Actions. Making camp, handling horses, sleeping, dancing. Okay. Gear. Use this menu to view and manage your followers' gear. Instantly fence anything they are not wearing. Okay. The followers will gain a backpack. Any non-outfit gear is stored. This allows you to force what they wear and what weapons they use. Okay. I need to trade some things with you unless you... Alright, alright. By default, it does not manage follower level, stats or skills. Combat styles are strictly enforced. Ranger offers a mix of archery and melee with no magic. Alright, I guess that was it. General should be chosen if you do not wish to restrict any fighting style. Supers 2 spells, standard and tweaked. You can teach your followers either. Your follower knew a spell before they joined you. Cannot be removed. Blah, 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 blah. Pose. You can pose a follower in that ambience. Your house. Alright. What? Auto versus manual level up, and a place to update stats if set to manual. Also contains commands to inspect your followers' stats. AFT does not add perks to NPCs. It only reveals perks that they already have. Perks will not appear until the NPCs meets the perks requirements. Okay. Tweak power commands. Okay. Stealth activates stealth mode. When this mode is activated, followers become invisible and muffled, so they do not draw attention. They will also ignore any combat unless they are hit by an enemy NPC. You can end stealth mode by reselecting it or drawing your weapon while standing up. If you draw your weapon while squatting, stealth mode will not end. Stealth mode will cause relax to change to stealth attack. Which can be used to coordinate an attack around an unsuspected enemy. Stop disables the followers' combat AI. Okay. Stealth activates stealth. I will take that into consideration. Okay. You can find the link on this section. The camp section will only work outside. Camp automatically tears down after 24 hours. Or you can manually tear it down. If you make a camp in a bad place, you can get stuck. If this happens to you, use your options. Are to fast travel or hit it and wait for 24 hours. Okay. Possession. If you are or have been a vampire. During possession, you will become the follower. Okay. Followers will normally only ride horses that purchase at one of these stalls. You should mount any unmounted horse. Whatever. When wearing ring or necklaces, the default female. Avoid using Nordic arrows with followers as they appear to cause the game freezing. Okay. All right. There's one down. Ah, fuck. Ah, okay. Rough dates. 3rd, 25th, whatever. Survivor's Guide to Skyrim. Farhead to Dawnstar, a Survivor Guides to Skyrim by Barry Gerford, explorer, pioneer, and minor adventurer. Penned with the assistance of Carius Harmevus. On this day, 16th of Frostfall, 4th Era, 1811. Forward, has been said that Skyrim itself is more dangerous than any man, mare, giant, or saber cat within her borders. Any who felt the waiting chill of the pale or seen the frozen corpses upon the steps of High Hrothgar can attest to this. It makes the souls of the foolhardy, brave, astute, and unprepared with equal enthusiastic swiftness. My aim is to provide you with the guidance on surviving the trials of Skyrim's harshest regions. My hope is that you, dear reader, will avoid the fate of those mentioned above. Wisdom is your only weapon against the cold, so arm yourself with the following pages. Even with this knowledge, however, you cannot guarantee your safety. No one can be so prepared. If such a guarantee was made by the merchant who sold you this book, you have my sincerest apologies. Now, without any further deviation, let us discuss the subject at hand. Hello, Bottle, how are you? Well, my character is a disgraced Thalmor because he has been expelled from the Order, you could say. But he still holds his Altmer brethren close to his heart. The cold road ahead. Cold is the enemy. It is as dangerous as a seasoned fighter with a honed blade and a score to settle. It is an insidious enemy, seeping into your bones, your mind, robbing you of the very will to survive. But like any enemy, it can be defended against. You must adapt to defeat it. If cold is an agent of darkness and death, fire is the sentinel of light and life. A fire gives many gifts, chief of which are warm and dry skin. The act of building a campfire should become second nature to you, as routine as putting on your boots. Build campfires early and often, and seek out wood far in advance, and when you think you'll need it. It may take several hours to find enough wood to build a campfire of useful size. If caught in a blizzard or after falling into a frozen lake, that's several hours you do not have to spare. Fire is a friend, but a hungry one. When preparing to travel, the first thing to address is your attire. Wearing warm clothing from head to toe is the single most important thing you can do to ensure your survival. Yes, I use Skyrim real. I think I do. Realism, is it? I do think I hide. Each part of your body that you leave exposed makes it increasingly difficult to stay warm and dry. You may think yourself safe in the southern holds, but getting soaked in a rainstorm can easily sap you the heat from your body. I'm pretty sure I have it, but I'm not positive. You may think yourself safe. There are many ways to improve your resistance to exposure. Your body will grow more accustomed to Skyrim's climate in time. It will happen slowly and naturally, and only for those who live long enough to discover that the change has taken place. A torch can be very beneficial, warming the arms and face. A cloak can help act as another helpful barrier against frost and rain. Soups can warm the inside out. Finally, trinkets, which grant a magical resistance to frost, provide aid to their wearers. There is no single way to prepare for a cold journey, but all of these things together will help keep you on this side of the Eterno. An undercover agent? I don't know, Bottle. Because if I were an undercover Thalmor, they wouldn't have allowed my execution to proceed. I like more the idea that this guy is so hardcore. He rejects the white gold concordat and the inclusion of Cajuns into the Dominion. And also treating the forest elves as equals. That's my take on it. Surviving frozen waters. Sometimes even after having done one's best to be careful near Skyrim's treacherous, frigid bodies of water, disaster can strike. A loose rock results in lost footing, or a fragile plate of ice on a frozen lake goes unnoticed. Suddenly, you are submerged head to toe in water, only barely above freezing. The body will go through a series of responses that may be shocking to the uninitiated. But by reviewing what will happen should this occur, one can mentally prepare for the occasion. It is a strong will, and with a strong will and some luck, one may even live to tell about it. First, your body will involuntarily gasp deeply for air. When this happens, you will feel, paradoxically, as if the wind has been knocked out of you, unable to catch breath. You will feel completely without any stamina for physical exertion, and your eyes may have trouble focusing. Next, assuming you have not breathed in a lungful of freezing water, you should have regained enough of your senses to be able to find a way back on the shore. This is a narrow window of opportunity. Do not waste it. After getting out of water, it is imperative that you make camp or retreat to the nearest warm shelter immediately, as your body has already become dangerously cold. Many have saved themselves from watery death, only to die on land minutes later. If for some reason you are unable to bring yourself to shore quickly enough, you will find your limbs difficult to move until they become so numb that they stop responding entirely. Drowning at this point is the most likely outcome. Okay. They were talking to the Imperials, yeah? No, they were going to chop my head, but it was pretty clear. If not for the dragon, I would be dead. My Altmer brothers and sisters have abandoned me, so I can pursue the objective of exterminating the Septim heresy from this land. Gear for the journey, or from... what is it called? Tamriel? Yeah, Tamriel. Let's think about Tamriel, not Skyrim. Gear for the journey. The right skills, a positive mindset, and a few supplies. With each of these things you bring with you, you improve your chances of overcoming any obstacle you may face while on the trail. It all starts with a simple axe. A woodcutter's axe is by far the most essential tool you can carry. With it, you can gather firewood from any trees quickly and easily. Keep it sharp. An axe that is not cared for properly is a sure way to invite disaster. If an axe is unavailable, a crude stone hatchet can be assembled. When looking for dead twigs and branches, you may come across a dense flat stone that can be sharpened to an edge. Find the sturdiest branch you can tie or hammer the stone to the branch. Unfortunately, the chances of chopping enough firewood to build a campfire with something as rudimentary as this is slim. If firewood is already available, you may opt to create arrowheads from the stone instead. While the most obvious use for firewood is for building a crackling fire, there are some other useful supplies that can be created with any spare pieces you may have left. A bow for hunting game, a simple walking stick, a rack of tanning leather, or all of these can be created from basic fire. A rack for tanning, okay. With a tent, you can outlast freezing rain and blizzards in the open country. A campfire is of limited usefulness when you remain exposed to the elements. When traveling in the southern hills, where the air is warmer and rain comes frequently, a leather tent will keep you dry while blocking the mild night chill. If venturing out to the north, a tent made of animal hides is more suitable. These tents trap heat much more effectively, but are prone to leaking in rainstorms. If caught in a rainstorm with no tent available, take shelter under the nearest suitable structure and wait for it to pass. They looked at the Elder Scrolls and knew I would survive. Maybe. That's one way to think out. A cloak, like a tent, serves the dual purpose of keeping you warm and dry. Cloaks can be tailored from a variety of materials. Burlap, while better than nothing, should be avoided. Linen makes for a good all-weather general-purpose cloak and soaks up very little water. Hide is excellent at repelling rain. Fur is great for keeping warm, but soaks up large amounts of water and should be removed to speed up the drying process when caught in a rain shower. Holy shit. Okay. This is a very complex mod, isn't it? Alright. A small cooking pot made of steel can help you cook hot meals while on the road, far from the nearest hearth. Finally, a properly constructed backpack can do wonders for helping you haul your belongings over vast distances without straining your neck and back. A good backpack should have space for storing everything you need, with some room to spare, which... you want to see how I fare? So you know if you want to use this mod. Food and brew. Not all foods are created equal. Some are much better suited to helping the body cope with traveling in the cold. In general, hot soups, stews and broths should be consumed when traveling long distances across cold terrain. They provide warmth from within, which helps prevent the loss of warmth from without. Snowberries, a common sight in the northern holds, have also been rumored to aid in fending off the cold. Travelers of the northern lands swear by them, even though there is no alchemical proof one way or the other. Whether this small fruit can actually provide a real boon or is just a trick of the mind, I leave to the reader to decide. A special note about every North's favorite topic, brew. While one may be quick to believe that ale and mead bring fire to the belly, many who turn to a stiff drink in order to avoid an icy death only hasten it in the end. That being said, mental or physical toughness play an equal role in your survival. A quick swig of ale might be exactly what you need to give you the determination to make a last push for safety. This is a choice you will have to make for yourself when the time comes. Skyrim and its environs. Skyrim is a nation divided into territories known as holds. Each hold has unique environmental characteristics that aid or hinder those that travel through them. They are presented here in order of increasing harshness and unpredictability. Well, I will explore the lore as much as I can. I will read the books, that's all, and I will read them aloud as well. Falk Ridge Hold. The area surrounded Falkreath is a temperate evergreen forest with relatively warm and refreshing waters. Days are comfortable even at sun's height, and nights are mild enough that one is wont to go stargazing when the sky is clear. This hold is truly the most hospitable in all of Skyrim. Eastmarch. While Eastmarch is cooler than Falkreath due to being farther north, this hold is lined with volcanic fissures that discharge great plumes of hot steam that keep the area warm enough to occupy without pause day or night, year-round. The Rift. This hold is home to a sprawling broadleaf mixed forest in Skyrim's southeast. Though it is positioned on Skyrim's southern border, its elevation, tree canopy, and humidity make this area much cooler than it may first appear. While a clear day in the Rift is almost as nice as Falkreath, the rain with high winds can sap a warrior's strength faster than he cares to admit. The Rift's many streams and lakes are pleasurable to swim on sunny days. The Rift and the Ridge. No, I don't have any mods for books of the previous games, no. The Ridge, the hold of Markath, sits along Skyrim's western border and is identified by a great river that runs through a deep sheer valley. The wind that I think I'm in the Ridge, aren't I? The winds that roll off the western mountains and into the valley are chilly most of the day. The night air combined with cold showers might prompt wise travelers to build a campfire or seek shelter. The Ridge waters are quite cold, but should not pose a threat if one is diligent enough to dry off once the affair is over with. Whiterun Hold, which should be north of here. The heart of Skyrim is a cold tundra dotted by what few trees can manage to take root through the permafrost. Farmers toil tirelessly here to break ground and grow what little they can in the inches of soil afforded to them. Foreigners may find this area to be uncomfortably cold during the day. Nothing a sturdy pair of boots or gloves can't remedy. At night, the high winds cross the open plains through fabric and flesh. It never snows in Whiterun, contrary to its name, but the ground remains cold and to freeze rain the moment it strikes the earth. Whiterun's chilly brooks are usually shallow enough to not completely worry becoming completely drenched. So they are poor people. I will look at those pictures later, but well, but I'm glad you're finding a following. Halmarsh, whatever. The tundra marshlands of Halmarsh are inhospitable to the unprepared. The ground is almost entirely permafrost, and the northern bogs have waters that remain at or below the freezing point. Set up camp early and do not stray far from it. If night or dark clouds approach, build or seek shelter at once. Never attempt to swim in the waters there. Always find a land bridge or a way around. Okay. The Pale and the Mountains. The frozen wastes of the Pale are life-threatening even under the best circumstances. Make camp often and avoid nightfall outdoors. If a blizzard strikes, you are in grave danger and your survival is measured in minutes. Seek shelter immediately. Better to be a living cave rat than a dead hero. The sheer winds and breath-freezing air of the mountains will push your endurance to its limits and beyond. Needless to say, the area of ghosts lives up to its name, the Sea of Ghosts. The same goes for the icy rivers that run east and south of Wilhelm. The great port city of Winterhold has an inn with a roaring hearth on almost every street, ready to thaw the bones of weary travelers. Conclusion. Mostly wicked women. The sort of women you like, I see. Conclusion. If you have made it this far, congratulations. You are now much more prepared for the cold road ahead. I hope you have found my instructions enlightening. Although this author hopes that you never need this book, I advise you to take it on your travels, so that you may consult it whenever the need arises. Stay warm, stay dry, stay alert, stay alive. And that's it. And I'm reading that because I'm fucking freezing my balls at the moment. I think the game has... I'm freezing exactly. I think the game has been warning me of that for a while now. I think I will try to build a something. Oh. Can I build a... not here certainly. Gold and Warhammer. Let's take it. Let's see if I can build a camp indoors. Let's save. A lot of graphics mods, mainly texture replacements, if I remember correctly.
I've got your back.
Make camp! You actually did it! Holy shit. I don't know if he's bare-chested. He shouldn't be. Ooh, where did he go?
I'm right behind you.
He shouldn't be bare-chested.
What do you want me to carry?
Yeah, he has barbarian armor. Ah, it is bare-chested armor. Okay.
You lead, I'll follow.
Let's warm up a little bit. tanning rack. Amazing. Exactly, a simpleton Bosmer. What? Well, let's create iron daggers, why not? I have no idea how I'm doing that. Clean the belt, leather, and unwrap. Yeah, it's weird that you just make all this appear. But whatever, what can you... I'm playing already at Legendary, I'm not going to hinder my efforts even more. How do I cross... Crazy skies? Okay, yeah. Supposedly going this way. My class in ME3 is... Holy shit. I don't know, it's the one that uses both tech and biotics. I don't know which one is it. What's the name, I should say. Shit. How do I know if he's... Well, gives a shit. Yes! Yeah, it's colored map icons as well. This is really annoying, but whatever. What can you do? How? I should be able to see what he has. Maybe I should write it down, you know? Yeah,
I'm
let's
right
do
behind
that.
you.
Let's do that.
What do you want me to carry?
Let's write it down. So otherwise this is going to be an annoying thing. Yeah, I have a mod that colors the icons, I do. And I do have some EMB mods, but I do not know exactly what they do. Someone yesterday was saying that they didn't see any improvements over vanilla, but since I didn't play vanilla, I have no idea. Alright. Let's see. Let's say body. Yeah, body. No, it's better this way. Body. This guy has what? 26 protection. Hands. It says the type right there. Hands. He has 10. Helmet. Head. He has 14. Head. He has 14. Shield 16th. Shield 16. Feet 8. Feet 8. And this is... that doesn't matter. Should give him... I don't really know anything about DMB or all that shit. This is a bow. I just went by the list Dance Gaming had. 26 damage. And let's say main hand. He has 23 damage. Alright. I think that's it, isn't it? Well, this will make things easier. And this guy is called what? What is his fucking name? Fail. Let's call him Fail. Faindle. Fail. Let's call him Fail. Well, whatever it is, it sure makes my fucking... computer run hot. It's amazing how hot it runs in this game.
Let's get going then.
I feel comfortable. I'm already dying. 26 for the bow, yes. 24 for the armor. Okay. Armor, the feet, the hands. Alright. So it's bullshit.
I've got your back. You lead, I'll follow.
Iron Hunter's spear. Is this dull? Let's take it. This is heavy armor, so no. Armor 6, feet, body. Thought there were 3 of them. The other one? Yes. 6, 26 iron arrows. Head, armor 18. This is better. I have no idea. This should be light armor, shouldn't it?
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
Let me get into some place with light and I will remove my helmet. I'm sure this is two-handed. Why don't they say if it's two-handed? How do I know if it's two-handed? I guess maybe yeah, I think it should, but it isn't. But maybe it's not this little icon. It must be some mod thing, yeah. But if I go for with these icons, it is two-handed. Let's give it to him and test that. This as well is a broadsword, and I know this is two-handed. Without the warhammer, maybe it isn't two-handed. Let's give him the arrows. And this is something I need for me. These are for repairs. Alright.
You lead, I'll follow.
That's a two-hander, certainly. Okay.
Still here.
That's a two-hander for sure.
What do you want me to carry?
Yeah, it's the little things give it away. So this is a two-handed, which I don't want. This is also two-handed, which I don't want. And the steel war axe is not. So I have main hand. Alright. Let's open the backpack. I'm sure I can get used to just looking at the little icons, these icons, and making it an easy way out. Okay, let's skip the rest. The rest one. So I can compare. I don't really know what the Sky UI does, per se.
Lead on.
The exposure and rain. Aren't they supposed to be more wet water? Does it matter? Let's go, my friend. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? What? I'm actually at the place I'm supposed to be? That's an amazing coincidence. I feel chilly, okay, I'm starting to get... Yeah, I don't know how the vanilla UI